This week, the Financial Mail is looking at one of the important aspects of the nuclear power programme. It seems like the government is very determined that we should have 9,600 megawatts of nuclear power, and the estimates for the cost of this range between about 400 billion rand and about 1 trillion rand. That's a lot of money for South Africa to find, particularly as it's battling to fund the Eskom coal-fired power stations. So one of the options that's being looked at in another country, in Turkey, is the vendor financing model. And Rosatom has been battling with the Turkish government for several years over trying to find an agreement to pay for the nuclear power. The biggest issue on this one is the tariffs that are going to be charged. The government has to come to an agreement where they're going to buy the nuclear power at a guaranteed rate. And that's the issue because nuclear power costs a great deal to put in place, although it's quite cheap to operate over the long term. So Russia and Turkey are still discussing this tariff. That's not a good signal for South Africa when it comes to deciding on our nuclear power. I also spoke to some of the banks in South Africa, and it looks like they do not have the capacity to fund a trillion rands worth of nuclear power. So there is another question: who is going to be financing it?